Hello, dear. You're welcome to Design Slider Tech.
So you are creating a new Gmail account or a new Google account, and you are stuck at the point where Google is requesting you continue with a phone number, but you don't want to put in a phone number, maybe because you don't have a phone number, or maybe you don't just want to put in your phone number. But I need to tell you, this is not the best thing to do. You are actually supposed to put a phone number to protect your Google account. But if this is your choice, then you are on your own. However, just for education purpose, let me show you how to do this. Go to your apps and open your settings. Under your settings, you scroll all the way down to Google. When Google service opens, then you go to all services. Under all services, go down to privacy and security section, then open location and accuracy. Then you turn this off. Go back one step, then come down to phone number verification, open it. And this says automatically verify phone numbers. This is why we are here. So turn it off. Confirm the security step to show that you are the one doing this and it is turned off. Then you are done with Google. Go back to your settings. Don't be confused. It's just like you open your settings afresh. Then this time you go to where you see the list of all your apps. I guess it should be under app management. Then this is app list. In your case, it could be all apps or just whatever name your phone calls it. So when all the list of your apps open, go to where you see Google Play Store. Storage and cache. Then you clear cache and you also clear storage. You don't worry, everything will be restored later at the end of the video. Then you are done with Google Play Store. Go back to where you see the list of all apps, where you see the list of all the apps on your phone. Then this time we go to Google Play Service. Enter storage and cache. You clear cache and you clear storage. Then you go back one step. Now you are still under Google Play Service. Scroll all the way down to App Details. Under App Details, it takes you here where you will need to click to remove updates. What this does is that it takes your system and your phone back to old version, very, very old version of Google Play Service, as far back as maybe year 2000 or year 2010. You may see some warnings to come up. You don't worry, you are safe. We will still restore your phone back to the current version at the end of the video. So once you're done with that, you close it and you open Play Store. In your Play Store, you search for VPN and you are free to use any VPN of your choice. I've been using this secure VPN for some time and it's been working for me. Although this VPN has too many ads that could be disturbing while you are using it. And that's why I'm saying you are free to use any VPN that you think works for you. But this does the job for me. So download your VPN and you open the VPN you have downloaded. Try to connect to USA or UK. This is connected, but I need to be sure I connect to the right country of my choice. So I click where I can see the list of countries and you connect to United States or United Kingdom. Mine is already on United States. And when you're connected, go to where you can see the details of your connection. This is my location is United States of America with this IP address. You need to be double sure that your device is actually in this location. How do you confirm that? You close this and you open your browser. Any browser works actually, any browser you know. Then in your browser, you type whatismyipaddress.com. This is it, whatismyipaddress.com. So when it opens, automatically it should take you to where you can confirm your current IP address. Now look at this IP address here. This is 518.120.2136. And that is the one I have here, 518.120.2136. So if the IP address matches, that means your device is connected to that country. Go to Play Store and search for browsers. Then download and install any browser you know you have never used on this device before. I will go with UC Browser, install. Open the browser you just downloaded and install. Then search for Google Create Account. Click on Create a Google Account. Come down to Create an Account, and you continue the process from there. This time, it should be a success for you. And success! Now we have created our new Gmail without a phone number. To restore your Google services back to normal, check your notification, slide down at the top for notifications, and you will see Update Google Play Services. Tap on that and it takes you to Play Store where you will see Google Play Services. Then you update it from there, or you just go to open your settings app and from there to app management, or just find your way to see where you will see the list of all apps, where you see all apps, and from there you search for Google Play Services. When Google Play Services opens, go all the way down to App Details and you will see the button to update it from there. And if you don't want to lose your new Google account in the future, you will need to protect your account with a recovery detail. You can still do this without a phone number. Instead, you can use another email as a recovery email, which you will use to recover this new Gmail to protect it in the future. Open your Gmail app and on the profile, switch to the new Gmail account you just created. Then click on the profile. From there, you can see recommended actions. You can easily use this to get in there. But in case you don't see this recommended action, just go to manage your Google account. And you see this big warning that says don't get locked out of your Google account. Add recovery phone. This is saying a phone, right? Don't worry, we are not going to use a phone number. Let's just click on it. So if you see this, just click cancel to go back one step and you have this. So here says add an email address, while this says add a mobile phone number. So this is the option where we use to protect this new Gmail so we don't lose it in the future. Just click on this, then you add another email address that you can use to recover the new Gmail you just created. And that's it. I would love to know if this actually works for you or not. Let's get to meet in the comment section.